My name, Andrew Docherty. The title is English Blood, Scottish Heart, and the two concepts are representation and identity. My presentation is about my Scottish heritage and Scottish roots, obviously. Both my parents are from Scotland. I'm the first born generation Englishman, I suppose you could call me. I've lived there for 2 years of my life, and I've been up to visit at least once every year since birth, so I feel that Scotland is quite a big part of me. My presentation today is going to try and explore and show some of the representations that Scottish people and Scottish culture has overseas and things like that. And also a little bit of what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and show how Scottish culture has represented me personally and changed me personally. Right then, firstly, I'd like to say how the Scottish are represented, unfortunately, is often in quite a poor manner. The stereotypes, they go from drunken, angry, unhealthy, and even in kids' films, the Scottish voice is associated with, ogreish type characters, literally in some cases, which is the case. Now, it could be argued that these stereotypes are no more harming than the stereotypes that the English are, posh royalists, that the French are arrogant or pretentious, or that the Americans are overweight, Yankee Doodles. But the thing that I find difficult is that you can still always name Americans and Englishmen and Frenchmen, obviously Descartes, Shakespeare, things of that nature, Jefferson, people that have contributed in high society. But if you ask someone to try and contribute a Scottish man or anything to high society, someone who's contributed, at a stretch people might say Robert Burns, something like that. But apart from that, it's very hard to get people to name any famous Scottish people. And I think this is a shame, because there are many famous Scots, Alexander Bell and everything. But not only that, if you look in total, there's over 40 renowned artists, over 25 captains of industry around the world, over 30 famous composers, countless explorers and inventors and engineers. The list goes on from politicians to philosophers, novelists. It's amazing. There's quite literally thousands of famous Scottish people, and I believe that these sort of stereotypes sort of overpower some of what great Scottish culture has to offer. And also, as everyone is aware, Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland, has arguably the biggest, most famous cultural event in history, the Edinburgh Festival. And up there they have music festivals, they have jazz, blues, film, all sorts, book shows, everything. So it really is something to be taken into account. Lastly, I want to finish on how Scotland has changed me, with both parents being Scottish and everything. I feel that, although these stereotypes do point towards, angry, volatile individuals, I do think there's no smoke without fire. And in a sense, I do think that Scottish people are often proud of their strong, personality, their hardy personality and things of that nature. And so I've always tried to, live by that, and I've always tried to include that in my lifestyle. And as well, from my dad's side, I'd say I've developed a very socialist, collectivist point of view, which I believe has gone on to affect my life in, politics and everything in society, the way that I view the world and everything like that. So I owe a great deal to Scottish culture, to my family, and that's the reason I chose to do my presentation on Scotland today and my Scottish heritage. So that's about it. Thank you.